We talked a little bit ago when we were backstage about if there's, and I'm sure most of you guys have lots of different ministries where you could plug somebody in, but if there's a place to plug somebody in, I thought initially, or Daniel may have said this, where if and when, because we've all fallen on our faces 100 times, but we got to do it often in situations that were a little less critical than a Sunday morning with the pastor there and all the folks out in the audience. You know, if there's a way to get them involved and get them into how you do things, your culture, but maybe not set them up to where they fall on their face and you know, it could be potentially embarrassing, could really bust up somebody's self-confidence. I think that's a pretty wise place to do that.
I think that, so the church that my wife and I go to is a very small, broken down church, so it's kind of on the extreme as far as little production that we have. So whenever a new person is coming to be on the team, it's a pretty big deal. Like, you're going to hear the difference. So I think one of the things that they try and just be aware of is that if you're going to have a new person, make sure that everybody else that's on the team is maybe a little bit more seasoned, so that they're not too much is being put on just the one new person and kind of sharing that, you know.
Yeah, so it's kind of a strategy to have an on-ramp for new people. So they're not expected to carry the whole load of all the electric guitar. You know, you might have a super experienced, seasoned guy, and you're bringing in somebody new. They're not expected to, you know, play all the parts and be, you know, number one from day one.
Yeah, you set them up to win,
Yeah.
and that way they get more confidence.
And if they're playing with someone else who's more experienced, then you've automatically put them into a mentor-type relationship, so they can learn, you know, the best way to integrate into the parts that are being played and all those kinds of things. So
I didn't know that our church was doing that, and I told them earlier, every Sunday morning that I played keys, because I was the guy that was training up some more keyboard players, seemed like for about 6 months, there were these new guitar players that were always getting paired up with me, and I never got to play with Daniel, for months on end. And I finally told the guy, I was like, you've got to put me, I had no idea that they were doing that behind my back. They're pairing these guys that are, you know, making me crazy. But then when you know that that's what's happening, you're, oh, okay, we're racing these guys up.
And then when Daniel was playing electric, he was playing with a keyboard player who was new.
Yeah.
So they never got to play with each other, but they were leading, you know, their respective new people. So it's great.